How's it going, guys? I'm Graham. This is Two Left Thumbs. I'm joined by Wanderbot. We're gonna do another run of Darksburg. Try out some new characters. See what else the game has to offer.
Okay. I will try the Doctor.
Okay. I wonder... Does he seem like he's range-based? Would it be a mistake to have two ranged characters?
We could try it. Who cares? Like, win or lose?
I'm gonna try Rose, because like always in Diablo 1, my first choice was the Rogue, and Diablo 3, my second choice was the Demon Hunter. I don't know, I'm over-explaining. I like ranged characters in ARPGs.
Yeah, I usually like Minion Mancers.
Oh, does this game have that at all?
I don't think so. I don't see any character that has that.
That feels like a little bit of a lacking
oversight,
corner of the variety of characters then.
Oh, well, we're not going any further down this river now,
Wait, what?
are we? The only thing we can do is cross town by foot.
I thought we earned like a boatload of the purple crystals.
Oh, I guess 50? Or did you not
I thought we
get
had
them?
like 200. Oh, no. We got 250 over the course of an entire run.
Oh,
we got
gotcha.
50 from just the boss.
Gotcha. I don't know if you were looking at the stat screen at the end of the last run. It broke it down that you definitely killed far more zombies than me. I think we killed the same number of revenants, which I guess are the mini bosses, and you were credited with the boss kill.
Okay. I don't look at those. Maybe I should. Oh, that's not good.
Like, the one thing I liked getting from that was just that it clarified the revenants versus a boss. Those things are they're just powerful enemies.
Ah. Yeah.
I do have a squirrel that I can summon. That little thing is a squirrel darting around attacking enemies. Is that your regular attack? Is this a stream of poison?
No. I almost kind of wish it was. Also pushes guys back, so that's a plus.
Oh, yeah. I might need to change my controls, because right now I have left-click move, right-click attack, and suddenly that's very awkward with a ranged character. I don't like it as much as just click, click, click.
Yeah, go for it.
I might be getting slightly killed while I do that.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's okay, I'll actually pay attention.
Yeah, okay, it lets you change that. So that's just more comfortable
good.
for me. It's more like Diablo. But now I have to rewire my brain that just spent an hour playing it the other way.
I wonder if this actually would be more comfortable with a controller. If we do a third run... Well,
you'll test it out?
But aiming... I don't know. Maybe not. Aiming, like, ground target skills with a controller is always kind of miserable.
I cannot do, like, isometric games with a controller. Platformers? Perfect. Something like this, I think I would struggle.
I did Diablo 3 with a controller, and it felt very good.
Okay. That's good to hear. I knew they were really pushing the console side with that game, and I never tested it.
I played it co-op with the Switch, and there were two things that made it really good. The first was purely just the fact that you got a dodge roll, and split screen was also really good. And last, I guess, is just controller gameplay was shockingly comfortable for Diablo-like. I usually get hand strain after a while, normally.
Right. Yeah, I've definitely noticed that in certain... I don't know, like... The original DS was so comfortable to hold, and the 3DS, I can only play it for like an hour, and then it messes up my hands.
It's too heavy. I have the same problem. It's too heavy and it's a little large, but I'm the exact same way. I got a Switch. Well, yeah, we both have Switch. I never play Switch undocked. I can't hold it without it just destroying me.
Right. There's a funny feeling now of moving back to the regular attacks. I don't know, like not having upgraded skills that I'm like, I'm so lame. I can't do anything. Yep.
I have this problem in a number of roguelikes where you have like a particularly amazing run, and any subsequent runs you're just kind of like, this is okay.
I'm super guilty. Oh, there's a chicken up here that I'm going to try and take down. Should be easy with the ranged character. In fact, it was nothing.
Trivial?
Didn't matter at all. Yeah, whenever I play Isaac, I get that a lot because you can so easily get overpowered in that game. And then,
Yep.
like, if within the first 10 minutes of your second run you haven't found a single damage modifier, it just feels like a
just
drag.
dreary.
Healing salve here.
Yeah.
Oh, how are you so full health still? What you doing?
I think my character heals.
Well, that's handy.
Yeah, I'll have to test it a little bit.
I think I fully wasted my ultimate, which is not great.
Yeah. Okay. I don't heal. I have temp health. Oh, you know what? I know what it is. I was healing because I had the, yeah, so I've just got a ton of temp health again. No, I was healing because of the survival perks that I'd picked up.
Right. Yeah, okay, I forgot that carried over. I'm actually noticing now that you have, what, like 6 of those health bars, and I had, like, each one must represent 100 or something?
Yeah.
I kind of thought that we both, I didn't notice it in the last characters, I thought we both had, like, 10 bars, and that was a percentage of your health. They must mean an actual value.
Yeah.
I do really want to find this, like, Thieves Guild thing.
Yeah, we can be thorough. It really does seem like unless you're racing, it is actually worth it to slowly scour. Oh boy. I found a bad guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I used an ultimate on him, and I just picked a perk that I think gave it, like, numerous, I don't know, uses or something. It was very strong all of a sudden.
That would explain some things. What does this do?
That's new.
Oh. I'm gonna grab that. You might like the vitriol orb. I go for the vitriol orb myself, but
Oh.
I literally already have that ability.
I thought it was
So-
just another frag grenade.
It kind of is. It reduces enemies' armor, which I don't
Okay.
think is quite as useful for me, as they do a lot of poison damage.
I'm gonna stick with, I have one of those banners of valor where it gives us, like,
Oh.
boosts. So I'm gonna stick with that one. What was the
Okay.
new one you just picked up? The boots.
It's boots. I don't actually know if I care for them too much. The boots break stuns and movement impairing effects and lets me move to a location, so I can just kind of warp to a place.
Oh, okay. That seems... maybe it would be more useful for some characters than others.
Yeah, I just figured... Oh, it's got a very short cooldown. 10 seconds, yeah. So, I figured that's probably most useful so I don't get wrecked by the executioner.
Right.
Like, yeah.
If you can just
'Cause that
warp...
was-
Oh, because... Yeah, what was... I showed up and he was, like, dragging you away. It was kind of
Yeah, it was
awesome.
dragging me backwards and I could do nothing about it, which was quite rough.
It was very cool, but, like... Yeah, I could see how that would... There's, like, nothing you can do about it. You're just toast.
I guess in retrospect, the dodge roll isn't that useful. Did we get the chicken or did it bail?
I managed to shoot it down.
Okay,
yeah.
you got it?
Oh, wait, but I don't have a chicken counter. Like, it still is at 0. Oh, maybe I killed it, but I didn't collect it or something.
Interesting.
That would be unfortunate, because that's like the second or third chicken I've found on this, and I thought I was getting them. I gotta say, the skills for this character, I'm trying to determine if it's just that they are... they're not perked up yet, so they're all weak. But in general, it seems like this character is notably weaker.
Yeah, I want to say the ranged characters... Maybe they shine, as long as you have somebody in melee to keep you going.
Yeah, and it might just
'Cause,
be, like, I feel really limited to attacking a single enemy at a time, whereas even my regular attack with Abigail had like a sweeping motion that would
big
hit
sweep,
everything.
Yeah. I am right there with you. My character's got some real potential. I can see why she'd be amazing. The big poison cloud and like your squirrel chuck are great.
Yeah, the squirrel chuck. They're very fun to layer together. I'm trying to use the banner in a way that benefits both of us, and it's
I think we're
miss.
too mobile. I think the banner is best for the banner is better for like melee focused characters.
Yeah, if I could use it as a melee character or to support melee characters, but as is, it's really not doing anything for us. I'll
Yeah, because we have to move too much. Well, worst comes to worst, we both die and come back as the... I guess we will have tried every character, so... Oh, gosh.
There was the wolf and one other thing. What is going on? Oh, I was away, and I came back, and it's clearly not going well out here. You're still alive, though, right? I lost track of you.
Yeah, just barely.
Oh, yeah, okay, it's a little rough.
Yeah, it's fine. I miss being Chef Man. I do gain temp health based on, oh, here we go. I gain temp health based on kills, but my HP is just so much less. Oh, no. Okay.
Wait,
Gotta
is this
defend me
ever
through
so
this one.
slightly different from last time? Like,
Oh! Watch out for that.
like where
Yeah.
we get the explosives from and how, like, I don't remember that being the first thing we did last time.
I think it's randomly generated. They've still only got a couple of tile sets.
Right. Only like a handful of different tasks, too. Like, we've definitely done the
Yeah.
explosive thing, but at a different point. Oh, are we about to leave the area? Because
think so.
we have not found the Thieves Guild thing.
Oh, and we got to get another one. Yeah, just wander around for a bit.
I'm not finding new areas to explore.
Yeah, I
kinda
thought we were
went in
being
a
pretty
big circle.
thorough. We might not be close to the end.
Okay, it could still be upcoming then. We can just carry forward past the docks. Docks just felt very final, like you'd hop on a boat and head to the next area.
Let's see. Yeah, it does feel like we're getting close to the end. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing any items around here.
Ah, well, dang. Might have
Yeah.
missed it on this one. I don't know how thorough you have to be investigating every corner.
Gosh, I thought we were.
It felt like it, yeah. Oh, you can get better boots.
Yep. Let's see what that does. Increases movement speed by 100% for 1 second. It really
Yeah,
feels
anytime
like it would
I've
be more
encountered
useful
those
on a melee
perks.
guy.
Like, I haven't really been that excited about perks that offer up things like that. Like,
What is... Oh, I'm getting hit by the Executioner. Hey!
I summoned an ultimate on him. I think I got him in time.
Yeah. I totally forgot. This is why I picked up the boots.
Right. Yeah.
Just totally slipped my mind. I'm like, oh, I'm dying really hard. Why am I dying really hard? Why can't I do anything? Oh, Executioner.
You're getting bad luck with that. I've been lucky enough to have not encountered any of that.
By the way, you can hold shift if you want to, like, same way as Diablo, if you want to shoot without moving.
I should have like instinctually thought to try that, because that actually would make a huge difference, especially when I'm using the banner. Because then I can summon that. What does it even do? Increases attack speed and power, and then I can just stand where the banner is, and just do big damage. That actually
Let's see.
might greatly improve the overall feel of this character.
Hey, tome for you.
Oh, awesome. Extra move speed or attacks. Wow, both of these sound really... anything of this sounds really good. I want move speed. I probably should have done attack speed, but being able to just fly around sounds really fun.
Bandage, here.
Let's see. I guess you might as well grab that.
Sure. Oh, I guess I wasn't carrying anything. I probably shouldn't have used it. We're early game. Surely
Yeah,
there's not
fine.
any decision I can make that would be that disastrous.
I got one of the tomes of improvement and reduced my cooldowns by a third. Now this character doesn't feel so grabbage.
It's funny, I'm thinking the same thing.
I found it.
A couple tombs,
I
like
found your
one
thing.
perk. I don't even know how you got there. I'm trying to find...
It's over here, opening down this direction.
Gotcha, I think I
there's two
found
at-
it.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Oh, cool. Okay, the fact that,
Yeah.
like, a perk or a curiosity, I guess it was called, adds something like this seems really interesting.
Oh, wow. Yoink.
I'm snagging the tome if you don't first. I can't click on it, damn it.
Aha! Reduce
There's-
my cooldowns even further.
Too many things in the way. Oh, wow, you're going to have just no cooldowns left.
That's my goal.
There was still a
Cooldown.
healing
It's
salve
still
in there,
12
so
seconds.
I'm definitely snagging
Yeah.
that. What has it been reduced down to?
I think from 20 down to 12,
Okay.
which is actually really useful, yeah.
And is that after, like, it definitely stacked with your other cooldown reduction, right?
And here
Let's
comes
see.
the
Yeah, it does say
excruciating
it's stacked, so you can get multiple of them.
and
Okay, that's
zombies,
really cool.
of course.
I don't think it can go up to like 100%. I think it's just 33% of the previous amount. So the first reduced it down by...
Right.
Yeah, I don't know how it exactly is supposed to function.
This is... it's a
doing
lot
math in the
easier to
mid of
feel
Diablo-
overwhelmed with the ranged character.
Yeah, with the melee guys, we're just like, charge. Who cares?
I never once stopped and thought about what I was doing. Maybe when we were in, like, the third area, when there was poison to worry about, but... I don't know who's in charge of this ferry, but I would like them to put their back into it a little bit.
I think this is just the negative side of automation.
Right.
That we've just left it in the hands of the robots and they got lazy.
There's no words of encouragement or
Nope.
any sort of
Or threats.
immediacy. Oh, fishmonger. We got another
Got him.
type of...
You down?
He tried to use like a big fish net to capture me, and I managed to get away. Maybe we were ready for this sort of additional challenge, though, because this is like,
Yeah.
it's kind of coming down to the wire here.
Jump
Yep.
aboard.
It definitely feels more immediately challenging. Does seem kind of like the sort of game I'd probably leave on the back burner after today and then come back with a full group of 4.
Darksburg's church
This,
is safe as
this
a
feels like it would
stronghold.
be great
That's
with
where
4
we need to
people.
go.
Oh, if it offers
Well,
up to
we'll
4,
need to cross the market.
absolutely,
Yeah.
that would
But it'll
be
be treacherous.
so fun. The difference between... I must have been at 30% health, and the fire brought me up to 33. It was so
See my
negligible.
wares.
Yeah.
Oh, see, now do I start saving up to add another loadout slot? Or do I just decide that probably my gold value thing is stupid and just try and replace it?
Sharp ears.
I'm just replacing my greens until I have 2 good ones that I actually care to use.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the same. I don't really like one of mine. At a minimum, I don't like one of mine. I might like neither. Granny Gretchen's Pendulum.
Come see my
If I'm within
What a
50 50 yards of a fountain of wisdom, it'll like ping me its location. I guess I'll use that one.
Shop here.
I'm just going to immediately use one bandage and buy another, so I'm ready to run out at any time.
I should probably do the same.
They're always just hanging out right at the gate.
They're always right there, ready to go.
I lost a very upsetting amount of health very immediately when we entered this area.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you did.
All that temp health is gone. Can we run back to the starting area and use the campfire again? You can.
Let me know.
Yeah.
You can? Hey.
I was still on my temp health.
Oh, it
so
went out. It's got limited amounts
out.
of uses.
Yeah. Just
Or
the
I
fact
just
that
went
it
too
let
far.
me enter the area made me think it worked. Oh yeah, do you have a ping on your map telling you where the little wisdom thing is? Do we both benefit from that?
Nope.
Okay,
Nope,
that's
only
all
you
on me then.
do.
I'll go scope it out.
Oh, those wisdom shrines. That makes sense.
Yeah, and honestly, the radius with which it informed me it was nearby was like a pretty useful indicator. I'm investing in Ninja Squirrel.
Okay.
It's just a damage boost.
Works.
I'm realizing now though that his thing is not damage. He lowers everything else's defenses, and then you have to do the damage. So the fact that he does damage at all now might make it much more valuable. It really wasn't that good before.
I guess we get to figure out how bleed out works pretty quickly.
Is there an enemy type that causes that?
No, bleed out is when you go down. Left 4 Dead style.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's kind of what like some more of that Left 4 Dead style. Like we would have to rescue each other maybe?
Yeah. Because I had an item earlier that gave bleed out duration.
Yes, I do remember when you had that, and I just didn't understand what I was thinking of like bleed effects in games. Like if anything applied bleed to you, it would make it less dramatic. That makes much more sense. Yeah, because I think I'm definitely gonna die.
I did pick up an upgrade or two that makes me a lot stronger than I was. Because now I can just chuck multiple of these big damage AoEs.
Oh, that's nice.
I should have kept with a vitriolic orb.
I'm just realizing, like, when I hold shift and it shows me the extent of my range, the animation of the arrow goes outside of that range, but it only actually hurts things within the range. And so even though I'm a ranged character, it's very limited.
Yeah.
Ooh, you have an elixir, I have a salve. I think I'm going to use the salve. I think I have to, yeah. I was going to consider trading, but I think I need it.
So I get temp HP from killing enemies. We just haven't been killing enough, I guess.
I guess that's something we can work on.
Yeah.
Probably that should have been the instinctual reaction, is to commit hard to killing enemies.
Well, I don't know. We're dying pretty hard. I feel like killing things slower might still be safer. Every time I kill something, it gets it has a chance of dropping like a purple glob, and I can pick that up as temp HP. It's not much. I was hoping for better.
Your characters keep having all these extra little things that you have to like keep an eye on and like collect. My stuff's very face value. I'm gonna maybe it's not worth it. I was gonna try and run because I can see that there's a wisdom shrine nearby. I can't plow through enemies effectively enough to go try and collect that for us. Or can I? Not reliably. I shouldn't be doing that. I'm gonna die.
Okay.
There's a lot of things up ahead. Including quite a few of these big guys that I see you just encountered a few of them as well. Holy crap.
This number.
They're dead.
Okay, maybe they're not as terrifying as I immediately suspected they would be.
I think they are spooky.
They remind me of in the Act 2 of Diablo 2. There's like these big orange guys with big bellies who are like as tall as the entire screen, and they have like less health than the snake enemies. It's a highly specific comparison, I know, but they didn't. These things don't appear to be as strong as I was worried they would be.
For whatever reason, Act 2 of Diablo 2 is always kind of more of a fever dream for me than an actual, like, memory. I don't know why, because I remember the rest of the game fairly vividly, but Act 2 is just... I think it's because you're always lost and just looking for the tomb.
That's true. The enormity of the desert makes it so that you just never really know what you're doing. I actually was thinking about that like really specifically just the other day, that in my mind Act 1 is beautiful and so it tells such a straightforward story, and then Act 2 and 3 kind of get really confusing. There's a lot going on, but at the same time you never really feel like you're doing anything. And then Act 4 and 5 are like excellent again, but there's totally this mid-game lull that's just less interesting.
I think it's because the beginning, for starters, beginning's really memorable because you play it probably multiple times. Hey, banner.
Oh, nice.
I definitely remember most of my characters rarely ever made it out of Act 1 because I was too flighty and would just be like, yeah, but I want to play an assassin now. And then I just, never come back to the previous character. But it's fine.
My first ever attempt at a video essay was the first hour of Diablo 2 is my favorite game. I just couldn't.
I feel like that's a very valid video essay, though.
I think it's a little like I didn't get to the point very well and everything. I was still learning how to like present my ideas, but I still stand by that opinion. I would restart characters so often. Every piece of rags that drops is like exciting because it's new, even though it's garbage, and it just feels good. I strongly stand by that opinion.
No, I think it's a very valid opinion, and like I'm missing the right button here.
Now that I'm trying to utilize the shift button to like stand and fight, my fingers are drifting from where they need to be quite often. It's a problem.
Oh, that's your banner. Scares the shit out of me every time.
Yeah, no, I just got
red.
the increased radius, so it looks extra intense.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, big red AoE, time to get out of here. No.
I keep getting little alerts that we're near these wisdom things, but I'm not actually finding them anywhere. There's one. Okay, extra experience. Right when we're probably pushing up with the limit.
We got some enemies.
I don't know if oh no, we can still level up 5 as well. I wasn't sure 4 would stop us.
Yeah, so it looks like... Oh, there we go, got it.
Oh, I found a perk that just makes my actual normal attack range better, and that's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, ooh, hey, found your thing.
Nice. Not even a Tome of Improvement. It was like a regular perk, which I don't think I found perks that affected my regular attack on the last character.
I think I picked up the last tome.
Okay. Oh, do you know what? I can click it to interact with it and click off without choosing anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, my options were terrible.
Oh, that's pretty cool that you can like check and be like, I don't want any of this, you might as well take it. Oh, we're
There's the
about to get
executioner,
schooled.
and he's dead.
Oh, never mind.
Wow, that was easy.
None of my cooldowns were ready or anything, and I was very concerned about that. Didn't matter at all.
All right, I think we're getting to the point where this run is kind of coming into its own.
I'm feeling it. I still preferred the other character, I'd say, but this is... Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I'm a little
I'm not
concerned.
going to be the most active participant in combat, because effectively my big green gas cloud is my only damaging move.
Actually?
And I've got it on...
What is
I've got it on a
your
really short
standard
cooldown.
attack?
I throw knives, I think, or maybe
Oh.
syringes that poison enemies. But
Very Slay the
it's such
Spire.
a short range. Yeah. It's such a short range, and the damage is okay.
No, your AoE thing is clearly better.
Yeah, this lets me just peace out and come back later.
Yeah, you're really exploring the map a lot more effectively than I am. I feel like I can't kill enemies at a fast enough rate to escape their respawn very effectively.
Ooh.
Anything good in that one?
Yeah, it was more cooldown.
Well, that's incredible. You have stacks of your poison thing and low cooldown. Like, you should be able to
Cooldown.
chain that together like wild.
It's 10 seconds, but every time I pick up one of my my character's specific drop items, the purple gas clouds,
Right.
I get more. Like it just comes back.
Okay, well that sounds amazing.
Yeah, so I am. I'm
That
just
sounds
able
like a
to-
very fun, like, synergy of items.
It's nice. I'm liking the synergies. Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that there would be, I don't know, builds. I guess that essentially at some point becomes a build. You're like full on poison cloud character
Yeah,
now.
everything else doesn't matter. I might want to get a little bit of max HP on this character just so the temp HP matters. Because, yeah, what is my maximum HP? Yeah, I'm at 600 tops, which is a little weak.
Oh, how do you get the actual number?
Each one of those pips has got to be 100.
Okay.
It could be 50, but I bet it's 100.
I kind of want to let something hit me. Come on, I want you to do it.
Oh! See if you... Yeah, sorry. Here's two guys. It doesn't say. I think you might be able to turn on personal damage numbers in the options, but I would
They
not.
only did like 19 damage, and so I think it must be 100. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is funny, because we're doing like 500 damage to everything, or at least I am.
Lightheaded.
It's
Yeah.
a very different scale.
I don't know how much damage I do.
Oh, that's
don't stick
okay.
around.
I've had damage numbers and stuff on the whole time.
Oh, I have damage numbers on. I just don't stick around long enough to look.
I guess poison's
Just like-
calculated very differently. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because it
could
takes a little
really-
bit from my...
I could really benefit from clearing the area here.
Yeah, let's go. We must be nearly the end. Nearly at the end. Whoops.
Hopefully, I didn't speak too soon. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
the
just back
first
off,
point
back
of
off, I got
like
this.
tension I've ever had where I'm like I'm going to die.
Let me just... I got this, I guess.
I'm trying to, like, I have an ultimate queued up, but I assume we're gonna fight one more revenant before we exit the area at a minimum.
Let's see. Hey, elixir for you.
Oh crap! I went down.
I cannot
I'm
afford to-
incapacitated. Another survivor will hopefully come help you.
Yep. There you go. You should be up.
Yeah,
And there's a elixir on the ground over to the left.
oh, awesome. And I have serious injuries, so you can see that like several of my max health things are grayed out.
Okay, good to know.
which I hope I recover at the campfire. I might not.
You might need those healing salves.
Oh, you're right. That's totally... The phrasing of that has confused me the entire time. I know that it heals full health and it claimed to do another thing. That's absolutely what that's for. I don't fully understand my ultimate, because sometimes it seems to have... Maybe I just have to use it less often. Because now and again it'll have multiple charges, and it's unbelievable how strong it is. And other times it doesn't seem to matter much.
Yeah, I'd have to actually... Well... I guess we've only got one more playable character that either of us has access to, so I could try out yours next time, and you can try out the wolf if you want to do melee. Or we could just say whatever. Who cares?
Maybe save it for a full 4-player? Oh, did you just find a secret area?
No, I think this is going to be where one of the... We're fixing the church again, which we should probably get over to.
Oh, right. Might as well, like, queue up the actual objective.
Anybody here?
Okay, you want to just hang back?
I would.
Okay, the board is over in this direction, by the way. I can see the radius
Okay.
of, like,
I shall not.
where it is. Yeah, I can stand and, like, protect the area.
No idea how that happened.
Yeah, because I don't have to fight to fight.
Really?
Right.
Well, I will need boards.
Actually, standing and shooting these guys is really funny.
Just yell if
It
you're
just
in
feels like
trouble.
I don't know, a tower defense game or something. Very Flash game like. So it's a pretty effective.
Oh, that's a genre that I absolutely adore that does not get nearly enough love.
Oh, it's something I'm
Thank you.
very like passionate about because I used to make
Should I
Flash
probably
games.
have mentioned
So
I needed nails
I actually
Yeah,
have
tower
a-
defenses were the go-to.
Yeah,
in
I have
college,
like
I took-
a video that I'm working on right now that's hopefully going to be ready in a few days. That's just talking about like, hey, Flash is not being supported anymore. How are you going to still play Flash games? And luckily, there's like a million options. They're absolutely not going anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, my only job post-graduation was to fix up old Flash games and make them viable.
Really?
In HTML5. Yeah.
You were working with a specific company or publisher?
Yeah, it's, not a good one. I was working with Nickelodeon.
Oh.
Because they have a ton of Flash games on their site that were just made over the years. Motocross is probably the most famous example.
Okay. I kind of
and
forget
so-
that, like, I'm so used to the I guess, Newgrounds side of it, where it's just, like, a bunch
Yeah,
of
the
14-year-olds.
non-corporate garbage.
Oh,
Yeah,
you will find
you're just
this
trying to
way.
figure it
I
out,
have
you
the
know,
tools
rather
needed.
than, like,
Maybe
an
you can
actual
find
company
some
taking
boards.
advantage of that medium.
Let me tell you, it was... Taking advantage is the very correct term. It
Right.
was actually kind of gross, because they would see, like, really famous games. Monaco. Hey, Monaco's doing really well. Steal it.
Right. Just whatever that weird, I don't know, environment is of teens just getting their hands on Flash and trying it out and figuring things out and experimenting generated so much interesting stuff.
Yep.
And then, yeah, absolutely. Then you have Crush the Castle turning into Angry Birds, which ends up having wildly more of a fan base.
Ow. Here's all the purple stuff.
By
Little
the
guys
light,
crawling
you
behind
did
you,
it.
just taking their
Let me
little
fix that
shots.
breach.
Yeah. I was, like, trying to hit them, but it wasn't taking.
Around the time you picked up the toolbox, like a big swarm of guys came, and I took a lot of damage. We really need to clear this area.
Okay,
so I
we're
can...
max level. Let's go. Let's go.
I don't
Oh, nice. I forgot that you can just bail at that point. Oh,
Yep.
yeah, we
Yes.
have our perk. Great. That worked out very, very well. Sitting on thousands of dollars worth of gold, so I can so easily just buy a salve, hopefully.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna need them. I'll buy just a basic elixir. And even then,
It's
having
never gonna stop raining.
half my health down so I can stack
We
temp
might as well
HP is
leave
like,
for the monastery
do I
now.
even spend the money? Spend the perk, though. Ooh. Ooh.
Something's looking good.
Oh, my poison bomb just lasts longer.
The more you can stack that, hey.
Yeah.
I was trying to like spread everything around all my different skills, but I think I just hate my somersault skill. It's just no matter how many perks I invest in it, it sucks.
Yeah, I just go all in on one move if I can, or like one kind of type of move.
Yeah. Oh, but now the new perk for my somersault looks cool. And so now I'm absolutely falling in the trap of I'm doing it anyways. It leaves a bunch of bombs behind when I jump.
That might actually be good for you, though.
Where?
Hopefully that crosses the necessary barrier. I like my Thieves Guild thing. Did you invest in a common or a fancy?
I've just been investing in getting as many commons as I can. My fancy is terrible, too, so I should invest in it, but
Hey, you there?
I don't know. My commons have been kind of just bad. I've got one that's like, health regenerates slowly if only one chunk of health is missing. It's like, well, that's not useful. I got the one that makes me immune to burning, which is actually really good.
I can't even tell how often the things that are happening on screen are actually burning damage, but it seems useful. Hey, on this run, having money actually matters because I super definitely
Needed it? Yeah.
to buy things.
You might as well carry another salve with you and just hold on to it.
Oh, I already bought an elixir. Another salve probably would have been better. I still could. I still might. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Come see my wares.
Yeah, might as well. I'm actually gonna save my purples as well. I think I'm gonna try and unlock another slot for them. My things aren't great. I just like the sound of having like a maximized loadout. Oh my god. I got stomped pretty hard there.
Yeah, those guys stun hard. I think they're dumb. Like, they can walk into a damage zone and not realize that they're under attack.
Have you noticed if other enemy types will like walk out of it?
No, none of them will intentionally walk out of it, but for those guys, they only come to attack you if they see you. And so, you might actually be able to shoot them outside of their vision range. I don't know if that would do anything.
I do have
but I
that
know I
like
can-
extra range now, and these suicide bomber guys, I'm realizing will hurt other enemies. So if I shoot them and activate their bomb before they get to us, they can end up blowing up all their buddies. So that's been really fun to take advantage of.
Not super useful for the melee characters.
No.
Super good for us, though.
Yeah, that's a good reason to have a mix of company, I suppose.
Yeah, though the melee guys are just going to eat the explosion anyway, let's be honest. Hey!
That's true. I do kind of like... you know what? Again, Left 4 Dead. I'm seeing all the comparisons now much more clearly.
You can have that.
The fact that you're not allowed to double up on characters. Like, you picked that guy, so I couldn't. It makes them like...
That makes sense.
Rather than, oh, you're the generic barbarian, it's like, no, you're Abigail, the specific character.
Yeah. I hope they add more. I realize this game probably didn't catch on enough to justify it, but I'm liking what I'm seeing.
It is always a shame with the early access model. Is like, you can see the ambition. The devs clearly have something really cool they're trying to do. And if you don't somehow, by luck of the draw, become virally popular, you kind of miss that chance, and suddenly you're going to 1.0 2 years early.
Yeah. I could see this game taking off later.
I mean, there's totally an extra demand for things that people can play in online multiplayer right now, so I would have my fingers crossed.
What's a game that you've played over the years that died in early access, and you're just kind of hoping they somehow miraculously come back?
That's a very good question. I don't know if
I've got a lot of those.
Oh, I don't know if I have any particular horror stories where I'm like, man, why did no one love this game as much as me? What are some that come to mind for you?
Cavern Kings is probably the one I will point to the most, whereas like super promising, kind of unique roguelike, kind of did the Downwell thing where you just kind of, well, I don't actually know if Downwell has an end. I think it might. Cavern Kings didn't as much. It was just go until you're dead. But the whole thing would like scale wildly out of control, power-wise. So eventually you're shooting shots as big as the screen and
Right.
just destroying everything in your way, and it's super good.
But there wasn't an endpoint, so eventually you just have to pull the plug, or the enemies was similarly
or you just get
scaled to a
insta-gimped
point.
by something. But like, you know, that was still a half-hour run of just absolute nonsense. It kind of had the same feeling as Risk of Rain.
Okay.
But without the ability to end your loop. But yeah, one day the developers just stopped putting out updates, and then a couple months later we're like, yeah, we just don't have enough money to keep going. I'm like, oh.
I would
That
rather a
sucks.
developer be honest about that than being like, hey, we've done it. This is the end point we always had in mind.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it's what is it? Space Station 13?
Doesn't even sound familiar, no.
What was it? That was the shoot, what was it? Who's Tim Schafer?
Oh,
Double Fine, there we go.
Double Fine.
Yeah, it wasn't Space Station 13, it was something.
Space DF9.
Oh,
'cause
Deep
it was
Space.
Double Fine.
Yeah, Space DF9, there we go.
Yeah. Oh, man. I love Tim Schafer. I gotta say, that guy's bad at running a company.
Oh, he's terrible. He is the kind of guy that should absolutely be like the second in command to somebody that is a competent business manager.
Lead game design on like all their game projects, or like director, or whatever you would call it, and leave that to other people. Yeah.
We're looking for an explosive.
Oh yeah,
dispenser. I haven't.
yeah. It's one of those carts that you have to like stand in
it's
the
one of
radius
these.
of, and it pushes
I
it
had no
along.
idea. Sorry for not helping. I've just been looking for an explosive dispenser the entire time.
Oh, that's probably super confusing. You probably went to the area where it came from.
Yeah. And so I've just been wandering aimlessly. I mean, shooting things, but don't stand next to the cart. Oh, maybe that didn't hurt you.
It didn't, which is very lucky, because that was very stupid of me.
I just saw a red circle. I'm like, okay, that one's dangerous.
I'm
Okay,
moving
run
on to the next
monastery.
area. There's too much going
This
on.
is a go.
Yeah, the DF9, that was a really bad example where I feel like early access was pretty new, and they were like a really early example of a game that I think their intended experiment was like, hey, we'll fund this game start to finish through early access. And so the starting point was barely a demo. And so no one cared. The game flopped. It was dead in the water before it even... I don't know. That was a disaster.
By the way, this is a, like... this is a run to the finish, I think.
It
I think
seems
the
like
enemies
it.
are endless here.
There's a lot going on. They also had, Massive Chalice. Did you try that one at all?
Yeah, I never played that one. I own it, and it's on kind of my like to-do list of someday maybe, but
I think I'm in the same
kind
boat.
of ditched it, so
It sounded amazing. I was like, I love everything you're telling me about what this game is or what it's going to be. I want it. I'm going to play it. And then, like, they released it after the Kickstarter, and they were like, just kidding, it's a Kickstarter and an early access, and also just kidding, we're ditching it. Oh, I need to be picked up. I'm dead.
okay. Let's see. Let me try.
I hope I still have my salve.
Bounty hunter.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, great. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. That game just, again, they clearly were trying something. I guess maybe someone's got to make that mistake to act as an example to everyone else. It seems like they make a lot of big mistakes.
Well, they sold out to Microsoft, which is probably going to be exactly what they... Maybe this isn't like a race to the finish.
It might not be.
Do you want a quick scoot back? Maybe it was just get to that gate.
We
'Cause,
can
yeah,
move
we're not
around
getting
just in
inundated
case there's
by
one of
dudes
those like
anymore.
Thieves Guild chests hanging out.
Yeah.
I might
I think I
take
got the
this
last one.
self-improvement.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I don't have anything useful here anyway.
One of them is permanently increase health by 300.
Yeah, go for it.
That's
I've
massive.
kind of skipped that one because I'm just like, I don't know if I need that. Might be more useful for you.
I've needed it so desperately. That's the exact perk I've been hoping for. Good point about the Microsoft buyout. I feel like people were mad about that. Like, what a bunch of sellouts. And it's like, well, no, it just frees them up to make their games and brings in
not
more
have to worry about-
experienced people.
And doesn't put Tim Schafer in charge of the business decisions.
Yeah. Wonderful
I mean,
writer,
it might
creative
still,
guy.
but he'll have Microsoft to be like, no, what are you doing?
I do. Okay, I'm sorry. I just ran off in a random direction, seeing if I could like go find this chest, and now I'm a mile away from where you are, and I'm sorry.
Okay, I don't see endless enemies really spawning, and we are considerably stronger than we were.
That's true. I also just found another self-improvement thing,
Go for it.
and I'm going to invest in movement speed. I kind of want you to see how fast I am now. It's kind of
wow.
comical. Whenever I inevitably meet back up with you.
I
that
just
like-
see you go by on the map,
Oh, really?
or not the map, the ring, and it's just like, yeah, that's pretty fast.
This is amazing, actually, because now I'm just kind of finding chests everywhere. I'm gathering up all the gold. I'm finding those purple things everywhere. I'm getting
Bandage here.
just no other tomes of improvement since the other. But like, I don't know. This footage is gonna be insane because I'm just doing so much. It's too bad my character's so weak and terrible. You didn't move on to the next area, did you?
No, I think I'm retracing your steps now.
Okay. I stopped even trying to kill anything because it just was slowing me down.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, my dodge roll's pretty dang fast.
Oh, so if you just keep using that, you can kind of cruise around the map?
Bandage here.
Yeah, it's not nearly as quick as you're zipping around, but
What? I also just noticed I have this. I think I noticed it earlier but didn't understand it. My character has a thing called head count, and so every 20 enemies I kill, something happens, and it's very unclear what that is. But
it
something.
increases your attack speed and some other stuff, but it gets reset whenever you take damage.
Oh, okay. I take a lot of damage, so I probably have very rarely capped it out. I won't invest in that perk.
Oh, I feel lightheaded.
Instead, I'm going to do Scattershot, which means I shoot 3 arrows every time now.
Yeah, that sounds really good for you.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
I've fully crossed the threshold of this character is like very fun now.
This is the race to the finish.
Okay, I'm right behind you then. Well, I'm attempting to be. Here is an argument to have left click, right click for moving and attacking, because I keep accidentally attacking things.
Oh, this is almost trivial.
I think we really camped it out. Like, the fact that we're
Yeah.
at the capped level 8 is, like, absurd.
We were same level last time.
Were we? Man, did this ever
Yeah.
feel more stressful at this stage?
Oh, did I just reset my grenade? I did. Whatever, I'm not using it.
Oh, your little, like, extra item?
I swapped a full vitriolic grenade with a not-so-full one. Oh well.
I should really... Do you want the banner? Because I'm probably going to change
Not
up my
really.
stuff now.
I honestly, I don't know what I want. I want my gyroscope from last time to reset my cooldowns, but even then I'm not sure if I need that.
Yeah, the banner just is useless for a ranged character. I don't know why I've kept it this long. I'm just going to keep upgrading my base attack. Every fifth bolt of mine explodes, but it counts my 3 shots as 3. So every second shot, one of my bolts explodes.
Wow.
That's a really awesome, like, combination.
Come see my wares.
Actually, I'm impressed with the way that this game is capturing that feeling of Diablo where, I don't know, every new thing is, like, exciting, and I'm like, yes, this is awesome, I can't wait to add to that and build on this and explore more of that. Oh, crap. You started the next area and I hadn't spent any money or anything.
I am sorry.
It's okay. I was just kind of... I have, like, full health and everything. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. Good to know that you can interrupt it.
So I... Watch out for the poison on the ground.
Oh, we have to worry about enemy poison all of a sudden?
Yep.
I don't know how we're going to distinguish yours and theirs. Well, yours, I guess, has
mine
like
is a gas cloud.
Yeah, and they have puddles. But even so, from like a color perspective, that doesn't give a lot to distinguish.
No. Mine's also huge.
Yeah, your radius. You must have jacked that up a few times.
Yeah, massively. I was like, I'm just gonna go for big range here, and this was not the wrong choice.
No, I'm really liking what I'm seeing from your character. I just keep walking into a room, usually like a little bit late, and there's the entire thing is just gas already.
We're definitely getting a lot of the... Oh, watch it. We're getting a lot of the meta currency, which is nice.
Right. Yeah, the fact that now that it's really easy to just kind of run through the map and collect that stuff, it feels less limiting. But we totally missed the Thieves Guild thing last time, I think.
Oh, we did? Yeah.
I mean, whatever. It's just like a slightly better chest. It's not that crazy.
Healing cell for you, by the way.
Oh, where? Oh, great. Thank you. Although, I think I'm kind of out of the woods. My confidence is enormous. It's suddenly a joke. My explosive arrows, I'm hitting numerous enemies. This is a blast of a run.
I'm right there with you. I started this being like, man, I just kind of want to go back to the melee characters, and now it's just like, nope, I paid the tax of everything being crappy, and now we're good.
I like that way of thinking of it.
Bandage here.
Bandages can just get out of here. I find so many bandages, and they just do nothing for me.
Don't need them anymore.
No. I swapped to the teleportation boots in case you find more of those.
Yeah.
Not.
Let's see. You must have found the ones that I had passed up on.
Oh, yeah, probably. Not that they're that exciting. I mean, I'm probably going to ditch them as soon as I find something else, because with my move speed, I can just run.
Yep. I was kind of hoping they'd be more of like a temporary speed boost that you would pop, you know, last X amount of seconds. Whoops.
That seems like it would be more useful. Probably when you stack them, it would be like it teleports you, and you have 3 seconds of a speed boost.
It was 1 second from what I'd seen, and I mean the cooldown was short enough, so it probably has that.
Not now. Now I can't commit to anything. Now I'm doing the vitriol orb.
Hey, that's mine.
Are you? Do you have that one maxed out?
I still have it. I don't use it. The problem is, it's just like a bad version of my main move. So it's like, well, I mean, yeah. I'm super indecisive.
I stopped using skills because I could plow through things too well with my base attack.
Ow. I'm dead. Can you
Oh,
help?
really? Oh, crap. Okay, I'm running over. Sorry, I was, like, investigating my perks. I had ran off into a... Who knows where I was. Oh, stop attacking enemies. Just revive, just revive.
Looks like you could be the doctor.
I'm just gonna tank the damage and get you up.
Lightheaded.
Okay. Oh, wow. That hurt. I have no HP now.
Yeah, I think I feel
Yeah,
knocked down a peg. Because now all of a sudden I'm mostly running on temp health.
There are, we gotta be close to the end, I think. Yeah, it says reach the crypt, so we're getting close. There were 2 mid-bosses in there, and I was just like, if I can nuke them, I'm good. And I did, but it was a little bit more fatal than I was expecting.
Right.
Because one of them got me with the,
One of those
one of them got
moves
me
where
with
they,
the
like,
net, and I was just sitting there waiting to die, and it's like, well, this is fun. Maybe the boots?
These
Maybe
powder
the boots
kegs
work.
everywhere are very dangerous. I think I got rid of most of them.
Okay.
No, so many of these rooms still have the powder kegs. Watch out for that, because they kind of cause a lot of chaos. But
I don't know if I trigger them.
it's very fun to shoot them, because they kind of go rolling, so you can roll them at enemies.
Okay.
Do you need an elixir at all? Because I'm sitting on one that I could hand out.
No, I would just lose all that HP. I need a salve, but we'll get one of them soon enough, because I have endless temp HP. As long as I don't get ganked by a mid-boss, I'm effectively immortal.
Right, that seems to be your core weakness, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 for 2 on mid-bosses just showing up to ruin me. Oh, there's a chest in there that I missed. You know what? I guess I'll go for the 7 League boots. I wonder if I can go back and grab the other one.
I've totally lost track of where anything is. Is there a way to turn on a mini-map?
I don't think so. I wish this game had it. Anyway, they're over here.
I would be down for it to introduce the map in a way that you have to, like, find the map or buy it. Maybe pay for it at the shop.
Or if it was just a utility item that you had to equip.
Oh, I guess it very well could still be that. We just
Yeah.
haven't done that. Okay, if that's what it takes to get a map, that's probably
Yeah,
a good
just for light
system.
navigation would be lovely.
It would make sense to have it as one of those bonus things because it's super not necessary. It would just be nice, and so then you make those
Yeah.
sorts of trade-offs. At some point, this character became better than my last one. There's a little bit of like,
Probably the triple shot with the explosive shot.
oh yeah, definitely, yes, that would definitely be the point. I just kind of had a soft spot for the first character because he was the first, and so I was unwilling to admit to myself that this character is better. But it's officially the case. It's very fun. I've actually been looking for a new action RPG to get into. Like Path of Exile is such a commitment, even though it's a very fun game. So the fact that I can pick this
Yeah.
up, play it for an hour, work towards some
And
larger
you were-
goals, kind of perfect.
Yeah. I feel like it might have a bit of a short... I'm not going to say a short shelf life, but it's not the kind of thing you could put a whole lot of time into for, like, a month.
No, I'll probably play every character once, twice, a few times, unlock some cool curiosities. But overall, it's gonna become repetitive.
Yeah, that's inevitable. If they had more bosses and, like, environment types, I can see that being good. But this... I'm getting a strong Castle Crashers kind of niche out of this, where it's game you load up, maybe get some drinks with friends, roll through it for an hour, maybe 2, and then you shelve it for a month until maybe there's more content. Or you're just bored enough again that it's attractive.
It's time.
Oh, yeah.
Castle
we gotta find
Crashers
bombs.
is when I really think about it, because I feel like I played that game when I was like I don't know, 17 with some friends, and I was like, this is incredible. If I really thought about it, it probably isn't that great of a game, is it? It's just, like, good for what it is.
Yeah, it's a solid party game with a decent amount of humor and enough variation in what you can do that you can go through it, like, a couple of times. Do something slightly different. You know, it's like, hey, I want to go archery this time. I want to go full melee. I want to go magic.
Yeah.
I want to go defense. And just, like, just enough of that, comboed with these character special abilities. We might have needed to leave those explosive barrels alive.
I didn't want to interrupt what you had going on. You have to come over to where I am.
Oh, cart again?
It's this thing that generates explosives, and I can't pick them up because my interacting and my attacking are both mapped.
It's okay. I've got the movement speed boost while carrying heavy objects, so
oh, cool.
This actually works out really well.
Yeah,
Gosh, you're spooky.
By having them both mapped to the same thing, my only option was to attack the barrel. I didn't feel like changing my controls for that one thing. That's a consideration for the developers. If someone has attack and movement both set to left mouse button, it should be overridden when you interact with like a quest item.
F also lets you interact. I don't know if you've messed with F.
Oh, you know what? I've totally noticed that is an option, but I feel like then it scrambles where my fingers are in the keyboard, and I panic, and it's just been easier to click. Here I am pretending I've made some grand consideration that the developers didn't. They've absolutely covered their bases.
Yeah, I'm impressed. Even with the tomes where I was just like, hey, what about this? They already had that.
Yeah.
Still not finding your thieves' chest. I kind of wish it actually had a marker. Kind of like the, Oh, I wonder if that's a high-end item.
Oh, maybe.
I would absolutely pick up an item that's just like shows you where every bit of loot is.
that could. There's like that third tier exquisite. That sounds appropriate.
Burning witch.
Burning witch. That those little matchups don't last long.
Nope. I like the idea of them,
Bandage here.
but they're kind of weak and too scary for me to want to leave them alive long enough to figure out what they do.
That's true. They're really. I can see how they attempted to add some fanfare to it, like your characters comment on this big cool new enemy, but they're usually dead by the time that sentence is done being said.
So I'm gonna quick scoot through and look for any loot because we've run out of level.
Yeah, might as well try and get some like extra gold or anything if we can.
I was just hoping we could find your secret thieves' chest.
Yeah, it's very exciting to track that down, but the maps are very large at this stage.
Yeah, and they're just samey enough that it's like, have I been through here? Maybe, probably.
There's a welcome amount of variety to the textures and everything, considering that it's all randomly generated. But yeah, it is just samey enough. The way that I have that other perk that like highlights.
Oh, I found it actually.
Oh wow, okay. I'm so far away from you. I went totally the other way.
It's okay. I'm right towards the end.
Oh, great. The way that I have that marker when I'm within 50 yards of the wellness shrines or whatever they were called, I wish the thieves' chest came with that.
Yeah.
The random chance is a little much. so far away.
Yeah. Well, it could have been worse. You could have been slow.
Can you open it?
Nope. Can't open this container.
Oh, interesting.
Healing cells here.
Oh man, does that ever dish out a lot. It's so worth it, actually.
Here, I don't think I need any more.
Oh, there's a salve there, though, I think.
Oh, there is?
I think so. Oh.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
I hadn't really paid much attention to the names of the different perks. This one to increase attack speed is knife juggling for clumsies.
That's special.
Actually,
Weird old tips to get ripped. That's one.
each thing has like a flavor text too that I've been ignoring, like bandages not included. That's pretty funny.
With great power comes great mayhem. Tip number 7 will surprise you. Ugh. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I got totally caught up just reading all the little extras there. I even noticed that the curiosities have like orange text for each of them as well, but they seemed quite lengthy. Yep. I didn't feel like reading them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It almost feels like the kind of thing you load up on your own.
Yeah, oh yeah, if I was playing solo, I would for sure like read every sentence of it. I love flavor text in games. Oh, I have so much, because I didn't spend any last time. I can actually unlock a new fancy slot and a fancy thing. So I'm going to do that.
Hey, you there!
My new one is the white armband. You become invincible for 20 seconds after being revived.
Huh. I'd say that'd be useful, maybe on a harder difficulty.
Yeah, I can see how there's a total risk of, like, probably whatever killed you might still be running around doing damage.
All damage output is increased by 30% as long as your health bar is full. Man, it's like this game expects me to be healthier than I am, and it's insulting.
Do you think having temp health all the way... I guess, you know what, even if you did have that all the way to the max, it wouldn't be anymore within 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't get a
And I have
ton
to play...
out of that, I guess. I'm going to heal... I'm going to grab, like, a couple healing things. Oh, I'm also realizing we're at the boss. It's not going to...
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're ready to go.
Presumably...
How fast do you think he's just going to die?
There's only the one boss. He was...
Is it?
Yeah, okay.
Baron.
Oh, I haven't even bothered with my ults in a while. Just blast a bunch of that out all at once.
Okay, he's actually not dying that fast.
No, I thought it would be a little bit more like comically fast, and I probably shouldn't just stand there and take all the damage. But it was fun to just use every skill I had, like a non-stop stream.
It's not like he lasted long enough. Well, I'm just heading for the exit. There's nothing
For sure.
Nothing left for us.
The little mini revenant showdowns and the actual boss itself, I think, could use some beefing up, because neither one was difficult.
No. I think the mini bosses are more just kind of random risks. It's kind of like how a lot of the special undead in Left 4 Dead, except for the tank and the charger, almost all of them go down in maybe only a couple of shots, and I think that's what they were going for. But yeah, they don't feel particularly impactful, unfortunately.
We say that, but I think the only times we ever fell were when we ran into the Revenant, so I guess that could be. Ah, you still got more kills than me.
I
guess I wasn't particularly useful until, like, this
halfway through, yeah.
Yeah, the area before the boss, basically. I do like that I get the opportunity to look at your full, like, perk tree and everything in case I wanted to see your run in more detail.
Yep. I went all in on the poison grenade and nothing else. And it worked great.
Wise choice. Oh, I don't know why I thought there was 6 characters in this game. You were totally right. Okay, I would probably set her down there for now. Maybe someday come back to it.
That sounds good to me.
With it, when the game's updated or if more people want to play.
Yeah, I could definitely ping some more people. I would have, but I figured since this is our first time working together, I'd go without. But I will probably actually reach out to some people and see if they'd be up for 2 hours in a week or two.
Yeah, cool. I'd be back on board. That was fun.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, nice meeting you, I guess. Super. The first collab is always the weirdest.
Right. The first time I played Don't Starve Together was like, let's not record just in case, I don't know, get a feel for things. And like to this day, I regret that is not a recorded thing. Cause,
Wish you recorded. Yep.
yeah. So now I know I don't make that mistake anymore.
Oh, interesting. So there's a legacy game mode that is the non-roguelike version that they still have as an option. I like that. That's cool.
That's really cool, actually. They clearly have an intended way they want people to play the game, but they left the other one available just in case.
Because I think they were originally selling this as more of the Left 4 Dead style, and adding it and switching directions to be a roguelike midway through development might upset people, so leaving legacy mode in there for those people so they don't feel like they got scammed. I like that. I wish more games did that. Not that a whole lot of games do this hard... no. There's a game I played a long time ago that was like a open world survival game that just switched to Monster Collection halfway through its development, and it was not good, and I missed the original idea.
Oh, that sounds like a pretty hard switch, yeah. The only example I can think of that did it well, I think it was Darkest Dungeon. They had a huge pivot at one point where it was just mechanic swapping, not genre swapping, and people were like, oh, it's totally different now. And the developers were like, oh, sorry, we'll make it a toggle, you can play either way.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, and that was a major thing, too.
All right, nice hanging with you, man. I'll sign off. I'm not sure if you're going to keep streaming.
I will let you get on with your afternoon, and I'm going to probably switch on. But thanks so much for joining me today. Darksburg was a ton of fun.
I agree. Thanks for having me. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, you too.